Hey, I'd like to talk to you guys about a very important part of our prison system. This is the capital punishment. It's also known as the death penalty. There's a lot of good things that are coming out of it, and there's a few bad things. People are on both sides, but let's start out with pros. With capital punishment, it's a great crime deterrent. If somebody knows that they're going to get killed for killing somebody else, they're going to be less likely to do it, or at least they're going to think about it twice. It's also, this deterrent fights overpopulation in the prisons because there's going to be less people doing bad things or accidents. So it's a crime deterrent against murder, but not only like direct murder. Like, what if a crime goes wrong and they accidentally shoot somebody, somebody gets killed, they're going to they might get killed too. So it brings a sense of justice to our society as well if the murderer is killed. Also, this would apply to the families affected, and it could remove future threats. These future threats don't only happen to people that are released from jail, but people that are inside of the prison system. Because while inside, there's not really anything, there wouldn't be anything preventing them from killing somebody else, like being paid off and then just killing somebody. So there's a few cons to them. Some methods, well, the primary method of capital punishment is very expensive, and people don't like the idea of fighting fire with fire. We're killing a murderer, doesn't that make us murderers too? So people fight against that, but I don't really agree with this because of the fact that we're getting rid of our murderers while they're getting rid of innocent people. So there's two methods that I'd like to talk about. The first one being the most popular one, the most used one. This is the lethal injection. In this one, there's 3 injections going through the person. First one is sedative. The person will go to sleep. Second one, the muscles will just get frozen in place. They won't feel a thing. And the last one, the last injection, is going to cause cardiac arrest, so the person is just going to die. This method is very expensive, not only the injections that you need, but also going to court. But that applies to all the methods, all the death penalty methods. The next one would be the one very well-known one, which is the electric chair. This one isn't as humane as using the lethal injection. People are known to urinate, defecate themselves, and I've read about a few people that were watching that they actually watched the person bleed through all kinds of orifices, and their eyes to a certain point could pop out of their sockets. Well, the last thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is that I really believe that the death penalty is helping prevent people from just killing others. Is really helping fight murder. Because in Costa Rica, it's actually so bad that there's quite a few places that I've heard of. I haven't gone there because I'm scared. But there's quite a few places that I know of that you can just walk up there and there's hitmen everywhere. You could just go like, hey, can you off that guy? And I know it from experience too, because one time I was at the beach, I was walking with some friends, and I actually had to witness it in front of me. A guy was just off, and in the newspaper when I read it, it was actually one guy on a motorcycle. He just sped by, stopped, shot him 5 times. He still had 1 round inside the revolver. And in the newspaper it said there was 2 hitmen, and we caught one of them. It was actually just one person. But having the death penalty in Costa Rica, if we did have it, a lot of these people would probably be a lot less likely to go out and kill people, or just to have hitmen everywhere. I mean, it's scary, it's real scary, and it's really bad to have them there. They would all just get scared, they'd be afraid to do something bad. So it would help fight murder rates. And also, as you can see here, this picture is one cell in a Costa Rican prison. There's about 12 people in there, maybe more. So it's really overpopulated, it's really crowded, and for murder, people there's no big punishments. Last time that I went there, I read about a man that killed a baby, a 3-year-old, and he got 3.5 years in prison. There's pretty much no punishment. So the bigger the deterrent we have against doing bad things, harsh things, the less likely they are to happen. And well, thanks everyone for your attention.